Everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast, a fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. As always, like, subscribe, follow, whether you're listening through Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube, and don't forget to follow through social media, Instagram, TikTok, or X. Thank you to all those who have been subscribing, following, liking, commenting. Thank you to all those who have been doing it. Greatly appreciate it as I work to grow the channel. It is Thursday night eve or Thursday. I don't know why it's this. Oh, it's late Thursday night. I don't know. It's Friday eve, or I was going somewhere with this. It's almost the weekend, which means the Premier League is back. Let's look at that here. Tomorrow, Arsenal versus Coventry to kick it off, and then we are going off at 12:30 a.m. British Standard Time, or not 12:30 a.m. 12:30 p.m. British Standard Time, 7:30 a.m. for those here in Canada. Well, for where I am in Canada, in Ontario. So, yes, it is the Premier League's back, and we have an important game. Today's episode is mostly going to be talking about the game for Hull City, what I'm looking forward to. I will make my squad predictions as well. There is a few things to talk about. I don't think there's a few. There's probably a couple things. Probably one big thing, to say the least. Let's just get it out of the way, because everyone else was fucking talking about it the last 24 hours, and nothing has happened since. Yay! As you know, my motto is, when we're talking about targets, I don't believe that they're going to be with us until I've seen them signing that contract with our Manchester United social media team, and basically the official, here we go, that they're officially with the club. So yeah, if you haven't been aware, though I'm sure many of you have, but if you haven't, yes, Carlos Baleba is in talks with joining potentially Manchester United. They're still working on the fee. So nothing's new. We were here we were literally here about a year ago when this happened. It was near the end of the transfer window. Same thing. Here we go again. La di da di da. Carlos Baleba, potential target. They didn't want to spend the money. So on and so forth. Here we go. This is what we're doing. And here we are again, 12 months later, talking the same thing, potentially going. There's hypes up about a left back. They're still looking at a striker if Joshua Zirkzee goes. There's just, They're in all honesty, I hope it's true. I hope that we do, but I don't want them to. Listen, it was predicted, 60 to 65 million pounds for him. United I think it was offering 65, including add-ons. Apparently Brighton rejected it. Apparently talks today are now 70 million pounds. There's talks of Brighton wants 75 million pounds. So we're not getting him at a deal, if that's the case. Considering a week ago he was listed at 60 to 65. But the Manchester United tax, we might as well just pay the 75 and everyone will be fucking happy. No. I've said it before. If the player matches the value, go for it. If they're worth the 100 mil, go for it. If the talent meets it. He wasn't good this past year. He was benched. He is currently injured right now, so we won't have him for at least a couple weeks. So people are doing the speculation injury. And then listen, at the end of the day, it's not my money. I'm not the one blowing the 75 million, but I would like to make sure that the players are doing it, or that the player meets the requirement. But if Brighton's trying to squeeze out an extra mil or two because we're the desperate ones, and yes, it is. And the one thing too is the delay is because of the filming. Yes, we are doing the Amazon show, which, hey, cool. It's money in our pocket. It's money towards them. But hey, we're not remember, Manchester United is the biggest club in the world. A commercial product at the biggest club in the world. We're more of a commercial product than we are a club with the way these owners run it, as you can tell. So, listen, if we get them, we get them. it's a good addition. But it's the cost. I'm not saying to be cheap, but I'm just saying Adam Scott is available at the same price. We can go for Tony Adams, though I know a lot of people weren't too happy with that. There are like Kone is, I think, $25 million, £25 million cheaper. So like, and then the show's trying, like, again, I don't want to use the S word, spin. I said it. It's the spin. I don't want this to be a spin because we were here 12 months ago and we're 2 weeks away. We're actually like 10 days away now. September 1st, I believe the transfer deadline ends. Yes. Yeah. September 1st. And that is, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 days, 13 days or so until, no, yeah, 12 days. 12 days, like not even 12 days. Less because it's going to be British Standard Time before it ends. But yeah, 12 days till the transfer's done. Like, everyone's like, oh, and the thing is too, we are now at the point where people are just like, oh, Ineos are doing a good job. Nothing has been official yet, ladies and gentlemen. I like how every fan channel, everyone just jumped. It's just like 12 fucking months ago where it happened just a week before. It is. What was it? Ross Harwood said that the agreement is in at 70 million, though 20 minutes after that, they're going back to the negotiation table because it wasn't being. So there are a few things, unless they're doing some filming for the stupid show just to make it bigger. But there were talks where he was expected to be there, ready to be announced for Hull, or have him be there ready to go for Hull City, trying to aim probably for Ipswich next weekend, which is our home opener. So yeah, here we go. Like, woo. Again, until I see the news that's official, which chances are after this episode, when it's tomorrow and it's going to be officially announced that he has signed, or that he is going to sign, there you go. He still has to do it. Like, nothing is there yet. He is not officially here yet. Until I see him there, I will talk about how a great acquisition is. But as of right now, I feel like this is a spin. Lewis Hall back in the news as a spin. The money, the bidding, the works, it does sound like a spin. I'm not trying to be negative. But we were here a year ago and we got fooled. All of us did. And Ruben Amorim got sacked. We still don't have a left back. We still don't know what's going on. I know they're talking about Balde from Barcelona. We still don't have a backup striker. There's links to Ivan Toney, allegedly. But right now, it's, yeah. We need Joshua Zirkzee to leave. But we have the game on Saturday, our opening game. Well, not home opener, but we're on the road at Hull City, newly promoted Hull City. So we'll be discussing that preview momentarily. But realistically, yes, let's just get the Carlos Baleba news out of the way and talk about it and realize, hey, like, it's breaking that they're talking to him, but we were here 12 months ago. We know that personal terms were agreed to last year that he was set on coming to Manchester United. But nothing's official yet, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have anything at the moment. Nothing's been confirmed. I'm on Twitter right now to see, hey, let's see what's going on here. Ooh, I have a notification. Yeah. I even retweeted something and said, like, asking anyone to confirm if anything's official yet, which is not. Yeah, Tottenham is just throwing money around, but hey, here we go. Yeah. Manchester United signed Luke Shaw. Okay, they're talking about that. They're still talking Miles Lewis-Skelly. Yeah, everyone is now 24 hours later after it was announced that there's, yeah. Come on. Nothing's official yet. Center Devils, news. If Manchester United can reach the $70 million package for Carlos Baleba, the deal is done. Brighton will be willing to part with him. Yeah, so last week it's 60 to 65 million. Now it's at 70 million. Chances are it's going to jump up to 65 million or 75 million. Sorry, like come on. I don't want us to get swindled, but chances are it's possibly going to happen. So, but no, there's a lot of questions going into this. So until I see him officially in the uniform at the desk, holding up the contract, saying, "Here we go," boom, I'll take that seriously. But we have much more to discuss. So let's get to the preview. Yeah, because we have our first game on Saturday. I think that's a little bit more important, don't you think? Okay. So yes, Hull City going on very early on Saturday. Why does everything always have to pop up on my computer? But no, yeah, Saturday, Hull City. I did mention the times. 7:30 a.m. here where I am. So Eastern Standard Time in Canada. So make sure that you're listening to it or watching it. Sorry. But no, I'm excited that it's back. Transfer window and everything aside, I am excited that it's back. We're ready to go. It is an important game. Every game is important. We like I said, when I talked about the preseason, we can go 5-1 or whatever or such and such. But if we blow the first game, yes, that doesn't mean anything. Saturday is the point. We have players coming back. I still need to be fitness. I will be doing my preview because I do have players that some people would think should be starting, but they're not. I'm going with a safe type of lineup for Saturday, to say the least, and nothing against Hull City, but just Carrick and the consistency and everything. He could change things up. Obviously, DeLitt is not there. Mount is still out for the injury. He could be out for a couple of weeks. It's amazing how Mount gets announced, and then suddenly you're hearing news about Baleba. So obviously there's something. It's like the whole fan base lost their crap last week. But no, DeLitt, but he's out on the grass training, but he won't be there for Saturday to play. Same with Mount, so they're both out. Others should be there. Sesko is set to feature, but he won't be starting just because he's just coming back and he didn't do anything during preseason. Obviously, injury. So, yes. So going into Saturday, it's the first game. It's still important. It's 3 points. We have to get that. We are on the road. We are playing a newly promoted team. These are the type of teams that Manchester United do struggle with, the players. The mentality of these players when they play certain teams is there. And I would like a win. I do. I'm hoping for a win. I'm hoping for points. And if you want to, you can listen to my latest episode where I did my season preview, talking about how I believe that they're going to be in sixth and potentially win a trophy with my prediction. Last year, I'm pretty sure I said the same thing, and we finished third and went to Champions League. So let's try 2 years in a row. Maybe this year we win the league with that prediction from what I made. But no, going back to it, listen, there were some good things and some bad things that we saw. I do want to see Aiden Heaven start this game. I would like to see, again, the possession, the holding up, the midfield pair. It's hard to say who, but we know Mainu is still not fit. Mount is out. So we're probably going to see the Fletcher brothers on the bench or Toby Collier on the bench because they haven't been sent out on loan. We'll see Harry Amas on the bench as well. We'll see there. Hopefully, maybe they get some minutes, potentially, but I don't think so, depending on how the game goes. But Mainu is going to be on the bench. He's going to be an important piece. Seeing Santos and Tielemans as our potential starters, just because Santos, who played well all preseason, I think he gets the start. I think Tielemans, who should be a little bit more at match fitness than Kobe Mainu, should be starting as well. But I'm interested to see what Santos can do. He did well again. But again, those games compared to tomorrow or Saturday, that game matters more than anything. So I want to see that. I want to see the midfield control. I do. I want to see legs. I want to see possession. I want to see transition forward. I want to see that connection from our back to our mid to our front. Bruno, don't get me wrong, it's great to have him back, but I want to see the attack be consistent, finish. And Buemo, like chances are it'll be the same up front three that we saw in the preseason. Dorgu, Ahmad, and Buemo up front with Bruno in the attack now. So we'll probably see that for a couple, or probably for that game for at least the first little bit. Rashford, obviously, Cunha, you can potentially have up front. I think they're going to try and work on something. And then probably you'll see Sesko in as well. But I do want to see the attack. I want to see finish. I want to see some control. I want to see movement of the ball. I want to see us being able to connect with each other, look at the transition moving forward, hold up, and being able to control. I would like, if Ahmad is starting or whoever is starting the right wing, to control the ball, pass it, look for the open spaces, look for the options. Don't try to dilly-daddle and try to go through. That goes towards Dorgu and towards Ahmad because both of them can be at its worst. Our left and right backs should get more forward, more offensively, try to cross it in, but unfortunately, Luke Shaw may not. And listen, this is a test. This is a test against Hull. It is. Hull has pressure, but Manchester United have more pressure on Saturday than they do. They do. If Hull holds onto the ball in possession and controls it, where United have to rely on a counter, like that breakout movement, which again, the story of last year and story in some of the games, though, with this type of ball, it has to be there. It's going to need to be relied on. We should not be relying on this. We can't. This is now the important part of the game. We can't drop points in this. We can't. I mentioned it too. For the first 5 games, minimum 12 points. We have to get it. Minimum 12. Why? Because we have Fulham, City, Ipswich, Everton, and Hull City. We can't drop points in our first 3. This is an important game. Yes, we get to face them again after Saturday, but to be fair, we dropped the game last year. Yes, it was Arsenal who eventually won, but we still dropped the point, which was after playing so well. We have come into these types of games, these types of faces, like we have played Wolverhampton, we have played Fulham to start in some seasons, and we struggled to get through. We can't come out of the gate struggling. I don't care to hear about the preseason, the fitness, whatever. We have players ready, and Carrick knows what he has going into Saturday. But he has to start. So I think, I really do think the pressure's on for these players. But Hull City can play aggressively. They can move the ball. But will United just, as they're trying to control and trying to see what they can do? Because again, the midfield, the one thing that scared me in the preseason was how quick they were giving up the first goal. That's the scary part. I don't want that. I want our back four to be able to control the ball. I want our back four to be able to transition up. We have to get our midfield, whoever our starting midfield is, and I will mention my midfield. I kind of already gave a hint towards what was going on. But the midfield is just, some people are just, everyone's just talking about the wages and everything and what other teams paid for and all that stuff. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna not continue on. It's just I'm on my X right now and just watching it. And people keep saying United are close. Okay. Back to the important thing. Everyone's still talking about the Baleba. Until I see him, I mentioned that early on in the episode. But no, going back to it, we do need to work on controlling that middle. We can't let up the quick goal. Obviously, having our back four, which to me, it's going to be Luke Shaw, Aiden Heaven, and Harry Maguire, and also Diego Delo. You may see Mazraoui in there, but for the way Carrick is, he's going with the safe bet of that back four. We're almost 4 years over from the day from when it was basically the same back four, which we're going to see at one point. We are going to see Licha with Maguire in that center, or Aiden Heaven, but Aiden Heaven has deserved that start. Aiden Heaven played well last year, especially with under Amarim as well, but Heaven deserves some minutes. But we are in that situation here. So the question is now, how are we going to manage the left back? But substitution wise, we only have we have Harry Moss, who should be on the bench. Collier and one of the Fletcher brothers will probably be there, but depth wise, there's a concern still going into it. Again, we are an injury away from our back four being hit. We are an injury away from our midfield being affected. We already are an injury away, but we are one more injury from being, I'll say it, screwed. So Mainu's getting his fitness back. We have Santos and Tielemans, who probably will start. Bruno will be up at the top, but we have Xerxes there that can fill in. Luckily enough that our attack, our wingers, we have enough to help do a rotation and a makeshift striker as Sesko is returning. And we still need a proper backup for him. We do have a decent backup for Bruno and Xerxes, who can move and transition up and full play. So, and you might see Xerxes get the start. You could. Not in Bruno's spot, but up at the striker spot, because they're looking to sell him. Napoli is out in the move to buy him. Juventus there's those deals going on too. So, there's a good opportunity for that. But yeah, so let's just go with because I talked about my back four. Obviously, Lemens starting, and I did mention my back four, a safe back four for Michael Carrick. Maguire obviously starting, but you have to put Aiden Heaven in. Obviously, Leach is not physically fit yet. Delo will start probably over Mazraoui, and using Mazraoui on the bench, and as well as Luke Shaw starting on the left side. So that's your back four. And then midfield, I'm going like I hinted for my prediction, probably going with Tielemans and Santos. We don't have, so we have Mainu, who's going to be fit. I don't think he'll start Collier or the Fletchers with Santos, but I think Tielemans, who is Premier League experience, has to get his fitness should be a little bit better. But he should be there with that midfield, with that pairing between the two of them. Bruno, obviously, at the 10. Wings, Dorgu with Ahmad Diallo, as Rashford is still trying to get fit. Cunha is there. He'll probably be more towards the backup striker or have him as a striker. You could have put in Mbeumo there, but I'm having Mbeumo start at the striker. He looked well this preseason. Hopefully that transition continues on, but no, when we're moving up tomorrow, again, the midfield is so key in defending for our squad. It is make and break for the breakthrough. We need to have control in that midfield, and Hull City can expose it. Any team in the Prem can expose what our midfield is like. But Saturday is the test, and it's the first test of this midfield, and knowing our fan base, they're going to ridicule it and say that Baleba needs to be here now if there's an issue and so on and so forth. But yeah, there is pressure going into Saturday. Do I want to win? Of course. Do I believe there's going to be a win? I hope so. Well, I'm not having doubts, but I do have concerns that if this team is ready, it is. If this team is ready to go. So that's the thing. Everyone's like, well, it's the first game of the season. The first game it's still an important game. If Arsenal win tomorrow and we don't, we're 3 points back of Arsenal. If Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle, Villa, Bournemouth, if they all win tomorrow, even if Hull City beats us, we're behind them. Yes, I know it's week 1 and things can change in the season, but I don't want to be dropping points. I don't want this type of game to be where we're dropping points. Like I said, minimum 12 in our first 5. That's what I believe. We should have that. So, yeah. But yeah, just one more time, my whole lineup. Lemens in net, Shaw, Maguire, Heaven, Dillo as your back four, Tillemans and Santos as your mid pair, then Bruno, Dorgu, Diallo as your wingers and attacking mid, and then Brian and Buemo as your starting striker. And I will be doing a post-game match on Saturday after player reviews, everything, ratings, all that stuff. That will be coming out. Let's hope I'm generous on Saturday. No, I will do watch-alongs. I will try to plan some watch-alongs as well. Yeah, it's just tough. I am technologically unable to do it, streams and everything, so I will work to try and have something going for Saturday. But no, yeah. So I'll leave it there. I'll be back Saturday after the game. I'll be doing watch updates and everything on my X. But no, there's going to be a few things to discuss. So it's going to be interesting to see how Saturday goes. Again, I want to win. I do. This team has to be prepared and be able to move. The question is, what subs will he use? Probably Cunha. We'll definitely probably see Rashford and hopefully Mainu comes in. Euro, we may see him, Harry Amos come in. I want Sesko to get minutes. I do. He needs it. So hopefully, depending on how the game is going, Sesko can come on. We saw what he did with some late goals last year. We did. So, but no, I'll leave it there. So enjoy your Thursday. Enjoy the game on Saturday. I will talk to you guys after. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment. Let me know if you want to do some collaborations, and don't forget social media, Instagram, TikTok, or X. I will be posting my lineups on my social media as well. Again, yeah, but enjoy your night, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday, enjoy the game on Saturday. I'll talk to you guys after the match as well. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast. Glory, glory, Man United.